Hey guys, DJ from PTA. I'm going to go over some of the plays that were played on September 7th. SHPH and BBBY. I did not trade that day. I actually was off the desk. So I wanted to go over these trades, just try to stay in the loop of things, just so you can kind of see what the patterns were and see what was actually going on in the market during that day. So first one we're gonna go over is BBBY. BBBY, Bed Bath and Beyond. I'm gonna go over this stock. Been doing some really interesting moves over the last couple days or so. So it had been on watch. This is something we played before. Remember, guys, we played it back here around that $6-7 area, 652, and we rode it for a nice swing up. This was a pretty ad right here on this day on August 12th. I think we ended up squeezing in 1170s and took it up as well up to the 30. So we had our first ad here, second ad here, and we took the bulk of the move. I know we got out on this day on August 16th, and whenever we get a big swing up, swing down, I'm always looking for a nice little bounce. So we had got some consolidation right here, right off the 692 area, $7, and then we got us a nice rip. So let's go to the 5 minute, kind of give you an idea. Looking at this from this point of view, give me a second here. I want to shorten up the time frame for you guys as far as days go. So wanted to kind of break that down to you. So, based off the 5 day, we had a massive pull down. And then right here is where I started to see a pattern form. I looked at it and seen the double top here. It broke down, found some support here, quick pop up. So right off of pre-market was a pretty decent entry. And that's just looking at, from a pattern aspect. So if we take this out to a higher time frame, let's go to this 2 hour, you can really see how as soon as it had this brick breakdown, and then we got this quick bounce right into that area around 708. It's about where about that $7 area is where most people probably were getting in right there. So I'm gonna break that down to the 5 minute for you to kind of show you a different perspective. Right there was that key area. This was the first leg of the move. Excuse me, still trying to get over this wacky cough that I have. Thank God it's not COVID. But looking at it here, we had this nice rip right here into this 708 area. Now, some traders caught it there. Other traders waited for a confirmation, which would have been right here when the stock pulled off its highs and then created another pattern there. Let's draw that a little bit cleaner. Right there. And then this was your area. So we had a wristy here. This is your area about 738. And then it just continued on. This is one of those plays that you had to be there to kind of see it. It's not one that you can just catch. The scanners would have caught that. So if you are a member in our actual forum on our website, then you would have got the news on this prior to anyone that was in the Discord. So people in the Discord, you get a couple freebies with the people who come prepared, are typically the ones who do very well in the trade. So right here, we had our first wedge pop into our second wedge, moving higher. This may become a wedge coming into the next day, but we will see. But basically, that's how that chart will break down into those wedges and looking for those ascending patterns. So this was a pretty decent trade for those who had took it. Looking at the order sheet, majority of our traders was stepping into that stock around the 761 area. Excuse me. So this is right off of this wedge off the higher time frame, the 5 minute, and seeing it from here. About right there is where they got in at and took a nice move up, a nice 40-50 cent move. So guys, again, it's one of those things where you gotta pay attention to the risk to reward. Gotta make sure you're getting in at the right spot, right area, based on your trading style, based on your trading strategy. You always want to pay attention to that price action and that price volume on that. Next stock I'm gonna go over, and today was a pretty light day from what I'm seeing on the charts and stuff like that. Was SHPH. So this stock in particular, let's see something here. SHPH. Recent IPO fell from 126 back down to 11. That type of fall gonna give you a bounce. That's just how it works. So as we go down 1 day, 1 year on this, we go into, let's go to this 5 minute. Again, we don't have that many days to go off of, but you can kind of see the pattern from here. So we got this massive drop, rattle, bounce, pull back up. This created we pulled back. So because of this pullback, you would have kind of looked at it like this. Massive pullback. Didn't really get a wedge, but once it got over here, so this was your key area right here. Let's go down to the 1 minute so you guys can see it. So you had this consolidation to come across. It started kind of squeezing upward. As soon as we got over this 27.95, I would say about 28 was probably your entry. Looking at the tape, it was probably 28 was the entry. And then we got this massive rip back up to the upside. People getting squeezed out up to 46. I mean, it was just a really, really, really good move. And if you were there to take advantage of it, you really did good. So one of our traders posted 29.50 to 40. So he got in somewhere around 29.50, which was here. So he waited to after it pulled away from the congestion and confirmed. So the second candle after red, he got in here, 29.50, somewhere in here in this area, and it went to 46. He said he ended up getting out in the 40. So he must have got out right here when it did a slight little pullback and ripped up. He probably just took everything off the table. But I mean, when you got that type of a move, you talking about a $10.50 move. You know, that was a really good play, especially if you had to put 1,000 shares or something like that on there. You're looking at a $10,000 day. So that was a really good move. These hawks is probably what made that trader get out of the trade because it was just halting too much. But if we look back on the actual chart over the 5 day, you can see that right here in this area is where all the congestion happened after hours that day. So if we look here, right here at the top where it topped out at, is right where this stock end up pulling away from. So we had some congestion and then a quick breakdown. So I was respecting that area, knowing that it may come back up to that 45, 46 area and then break down. And that's about what it did that day. So great trading, great charts. Just have to play it the way you see it. Being careful, risk to reward, making sure you manage it the proper way whenever you are placing these trades. And that's the key to it all, is to make sure you are placing your trades based on what's on the charts. So, hey guys, if you have any questions, concerns, leave them in the comment section. We are trying to do some website updates, so people may not have full access to the website as of right now, but we should be back up and going full-fledged in a week. Join the Discord. Everything that will be posted on the website are being placed in the Discord as far as our alerts later in the morning. So other than that, guys, if you have any questions, just let me know. Drop it in the comment. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos. And as I always tell old traders and new, stay studying and stay focused.